We always cooked as a family. My dad cooked, my mom cooked, my grandmother was an amazing cook, my aunts and uncles, and everybody kind of had their own style of cooking, and I think they were all very creative and intelligent cooks. Like, they used what was available. They used fresh ingredients from around us. We'd go to the farmers markets, we would grow our own food as well. There's such a strong focus in Greece on produce, and that's something that we really try to showcase as much as we can, using produce in season, local produce. It's kind of the natural environment of Greece too, was another inspiration to my food and my upbringing in a way, and the understanding of the world and how it blends into food and your culinary world in a way. When I started as a teenager, I started working in restaurants. First restaurant I worked at, I was 15. I was bussing tables and running food and working directly with the people in the kitchen. It kind of, impressed upon me, the whole food industry, and I saw the food that was served there, and I imagined serving some of my own ideas and things that I had experienced. Of course, then going into college, I studied actually engineering. I was interested in urban planning and transportation and architecture, but decided, maybe I want to try my own business or do something different. We had something at Northwestern. We had the Northwestern Iron Chef, which I did 1 year, and I proceeded to the top there. I won the competition with one of my friends. So I had this idea of doing a restaurant, and I thought, let me try it, why not? There's nothing to lose. I think there's kind of an inherent sense about food that whether you go to culinary school or not, you either have it or you don't. Some kids go to culinary school having grown up only eating peanut butter and jelly sandwich and TV dinners. Culinary school might be good in training them to work in a restaurant, but does it instill in them the sense of identity that food has for people, the sense of love and community that food can create around a table, the sense of having extended family cooking together? So when we created TAXIM, it was kind of that opportunity to tell that story and collecting the crumbs that have been scattered, I guess, from the migrations. So I kind of try to fill in some cultural gaps there. Greek food is not this monolithic presentation that we've been left with here in the city of Chicago. Greek food is dynamic, not static. Greek food is very local. It's a country that largely thrives on using local produce and local products. There's a few types of cuisines that I've liked over the years. Typically my favorite restaurants are places that had very home-style cooking. Korean restaurants are phenomenal. They have that kind of love aspect that I'm familiar with in Greek food. And that sense of care for a total stranger is something completely absent in most restaurants. Korean food is really impressive, and it's something I cook every week at home. What is classic, you know what I mean? And what is a twist? I think it's a big philosophical discussion when it comes to Greek food. Like, what is authentic and what is classic? I think those terms, have been misapplied, and often what we're referring to are certain foods in certain places where we ate them. It doesn't mean that it's classic or most traditional. Greek food can only be, deconstructed so much before you lose that essence, that kind of the heartiness, the abundance on a plate. But I feel that if the twist and the modifications happen within a certain set of rules, I would say, then I think it still remains as Greek, and I think it still is a classic dish. The Kouzina, it's a great event. You have a wonderful, enthusiastic audience that's there and interested in Greek food. Many of them are Greeks themselves, and their enthusiasm is great. I get to meet other chefs from the city, from around the country, a lot of friendly faces. It's a fun event. I think food is what I guess I enjoy. It's something I look forward to at the end of the day. It's something I look forward to sharing, and so it's kind of just integrated in my life in so many ways that, it's part of life. It's, what you eat, what you do, and how you share and experience with others, how you explore the world, and, how you enjoy life, I guess.